What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, if you see something that you like during this video, please don't forget to subscribe at some point. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came to see me. So, as you can tell, poolside at my uncle's. Say hi, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
That was Ryan. So, real special video today. We're going to be talking about my 10 best designer fragrances for summertime. We're talking $30, $40 and above. Great stuff. Versatility for work, poolside like this. Let's get into it. So that's right, as you can see, Crawfish bowl, poolside. It's gonna be a great day. Speaking of great days, what's my weapon of choice for today? Just a quick honorable mention. I'm actually going with Dolce & Gabanna Light Blue Sun. Didn't really want to put it in the list, but it's worth mention because it's got kind of that sunscreen vibe. I'm not a big fan of coconut, as most of you know, but with this one in particular, it's subdued enough and the light blue DNA is present enough to where I actually enjoy this one quite a bit. It's actually time for few more sprays, to be honest with you. So keep that in mind. One of the better flankers from last summer, in my opinion, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun. All right, so first and foremost, one that I've been talking about quite a bit lately on the channel. It's the freshest, most citrus-heavy version of the Sauvage DNA. It's Dior Sauvage Cologne. Not really talked about heavily by a lot of people. Very, very lemon, citrus-heavy, very fresh. It has a good petitgrain note in it. And it has a very good presence as far as performance. You're looking at about 7 hours with this one. Doesn't really sit that close to the skin until several hours have passed. Not the cheapest fragrance on the list, but far from the most expensive. You can find this one in the $70 to $80 range. One that I strongly advise you check out. If you like the original Sauvage but want something fresher, check out Dior Sauvage Cologne. You won't regret it. Next, another one that doesn't really get talked about a whole lot. It's getting pretty hot, and it's time to really bust this one out. This is my favorite non-iris fragrance from the Dior Homme line. It's Dior Homme Sport, the 2017. Very blood orange heavy, citrus and sandalwood. Another one, not a lot of people really talk about it anymore since it came out. It got a lot of hype early on, late 2016, early 2017 when it came out. Doesn't really get featured much anymore. Strong performer, 7 to 8 hour fragrance on my skin. Decent projection for that first hour and a half. You can sample this one at places like Sephora and stuff like that, just to check it out and see if it's for you. I actually went through 2 samples from Sephora before I got the full bottle. Strongly suggest you talk about this one. I have a feeling not a lot of people are going to feature it for this summer list, but it's absolutely going to be in my rotation, and that's Dior Homme Sport, the 2017 formulation. So this one in particular, I may get a little bit of flack because people love Aqua Amara. There's a cult following for that fragrance. I get it. I have a bottle of it as well. But from the Bvlgari Aqua line, my personal favorite for summer is this beautiful performer right here, Aqua Atlantiqve. 9 to 10 hour performer, heavy projection for about 3 hours. A more aquatic take on the Dylan Blue DNA is how I would look at this one. You can get them for a pretty good price in the $40 to $50 range. This is actually a 50 ml. I do have another 100 ml for when I run out of this thing. As you can see, I spray this one quite often. Very, very good fragrance. Compliment factor on this one is very high. It's very rare that I wear this one and somebody doesn't say something about it. Very good fragrance. Keep an eye out for it. Bvlgari Aqua Atlantiqve. Sorry, Aqua Amara fans. This is the one I would pick. Just saying. Oh, would you like one? Get you a little dip on there. There you go. Next, the summertime classic from Versace. They sell a lot of bottles of this fragrance because it smells great. It's perfect for office wear during the summertime. Works well on a casual day as well. Hell, wearing a bucket hat and a tank top like I am poolside, it'll work. It's Versace Pour Homme, also known as Versace Signature. Very soapy, citrusy, neroli, very light blue. The color of the juice is very, very fitting. You're going to think the color light blue when you smell a lot of these fragrances, actually. And Versace Pour Homme is no exception. It's a staple in summertime. It had to be on this list because I wear it a lot every summer as well. And that's Versace Pour Homme. Next, one that's been really gaining a lot of ground and a lot of hype in the community recently, and for good reason. It's a very citrusy, lightly herbal take on iris. The iris is subdued. It's not real heavy. It's not lipsticky. It's light floral. It's Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. A lot of people have been talking about this one. George the Fragrance Apprentice, for example. I know this has been featured quite often on his channel. Not the strongest of performers, but this is one of those fragrances that you can spray heavy. As your skin starts to heat up, it'll really start to project and put out. You'll smell fresh, you'll smell clean. It's very dumb reach, grab and go during the summer. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. Is it the cheapest fragrance? No. But just like before, this isn't the most expensive on the list either. You can get this one in that $40 to $50 range from discounters like I did. Absolutely well worth owning. The way I would describe this one best is picture John Varvatos Artisan Pure, but of a higher quality smell. Not saying that one smells cheap or synthetic, but this one smells even better because the petitgrain really stands out in this one. So give it a try this summer. There's a lot of hype behind it for a reason, because it's a damn good fragrance, and that's Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. Next, sometimes you need a little bit of versatility, and when you hear what I have to say about this one, it may surprise a few of you, but if you really sit back and think, it kind of makes sense. So Armani Code Colonia. You got to have something to go out to dinner. Now that everything's starting to open up again and everybody's getting out the house, the restaurants are going to start packing full, and it's getting hot outside. You don't necessarily want to wear something heavy. You don't want something as spicy as La Nuit de l'Homme. Try rolling with Armani Code Colonia. It's got that classic Armani Code DNA, which make women go gaga. It always has, it always will. That's why it's been around for 20 years now. This is just a fresher, lighter take on it. Very versatile, good for work, but really good for a date in the summer as well. Because even at night in the summer, it's very hot. If you're anything like me, I sweat peeling an orange. That's just what it is. Try this one on your next date this summer. You might end up thanking me. Next, another one that I've been pushing quite a bit on my channel because it's a personal favorite of mine. This is great for those of you that work in an office setting, in my opinion. Underrated, but such a fresh take on the Prada L'Homme DNA. It's Prada L'Homme Low. This is a big 5.1 ounce bottle. Very ginger heavy for that soapy iris that Prada's known for. It's a fantastic fragrance. There's a class to it. Like I said, this one's really good for work, really good for an Oxford or a polo shirt. You can dress this one down and wear it casually by all means, but when you smell this one, like I said, it has a bit of elegance to it that'll make you think a little bit more dressed up than wearing something like I'm wearing right now, for sure. Nobody really talks about it much. I tend to, because I love it, and that's just what it is. I talk about the fragrances I love the most, and for summertime, this is one of the ones I'm going to be loving the most. Prada L'Homme Low. A newcomer to the Ralph Lauren Polo line. A lot of mixed reviews when it first came out. I personally love the way this one smells. This is like a cross between the original Polo Blue and Dior Sauvage, in my opinion, with an added sharp green cypress note. It's Ralph Lauren Polo Deep Blue Parfum. Great performer, great smell, compliment getting. 8 hours on my skin, projects pretty heavy for the first 2 hours. Very modern because of the ambroxan. I know a lot of people are getting tired of ambroxan heavy fragrances, but this is a damn good ambroxan heavy blue type fragrance. Very summer, citrus, aquatic, a little green herbal from the cypress. And like I said, compliment getting. That ambroxan just works with the masses. Not everybody that's hardcore into fragrances. Your average frag head's probably getting kind of tired of ambroxan, but the average person that you're going to walk by is going to think you smell good when you wear Polo Deep Blue Parfum. I'm just saying, literally. When I got here, my aunt had to smell every single fragrance I pulled out. This was her favorite. I'm telling you, the masses love this one. Check it out this summer. You know I can't have a summer list without having one of my favorite fragrances. Regardless of season, regardless of situation. Invictus Aqua. Compliment factor, very high. Performance, above average. Not beast mode by any means. God, that smells so good. But anyways, this is still great for summer. I know it's been a few years now. Not a lot of people are really talking about it much anymore, but I'm still talking about it because I absolutely love Invictus Aqua. It's kind of 1A and 1B with the original for me. I'll always suggest you get this one. I get a lot of people ask my opinion in certain situations, and this is always in that list of recommendations when it comes to easy to wear citrus aquatics that people around you are going to love the way you smell, and you're going to love the way you smell. The Invictus Aqua 2018. And last but most certainly not least, it's another from Dolce & Gabanna. I featured this one real heavy recently for good reason, because it performs, it's aquatic, and it's familiar. It's Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense. Okay then. Like I was saying, summer performer, does great. I don't know how loud all of this is gonna be. Everybody's ready to have some fun. They're tired of me filming. It is what it is. So, Dolce & Gabbana light blue intense. Great for the summer, and we'll just leave it at that, guys. Well, that's the list, guys. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of these do you already have? And, I mean, let me know in the comments. And if you'll excuse me, got some business to tend to, as you can tell. Until next time, I will say, if you give any of those a spray now, or you boil some of these good crawfish, you give them a try, you might just thank me later. Have a good one, guys.